Bringing now meteorologist Mike Slifer. Mike, earlier in the week we were talking a little bit about ice safety. We've covered that as anglers start to get out there and test their luck with the fish and maybe test some of those frozen surfaces. We've had some warm temperatures and some precip to come along with that. In your knowledge, what should people be looking out for as they venture out onto our frozen lakes and ponds this winter?
Sure. A couple of things here. First and foremost, here's our ice thickness guide. You want at least 4 inches of ice for you to be out there, and you need more if you're going to be out there with an ATV or a snowmobile, and even more for people who plan to take cars, trucks, UTVs and things like that out, ice shacks as well. But the good news here, David, is that despite the warmer weather, we should still be in good shape, especially across parts of central and northern Maine. I know that in Lincoln on Caribou Pond, 8 inches of ice thickness. They've been catching trout. It's been a good time there. We also have gotten reports across various other parts of Maine where things are in good shape if you want to get out on the ice. Southern Maine, not quite as lucky, though. Still some thin ice being reported across some of the ponds, although I do think that once we get this next cold blast through, we should see some improvements. I don't think that we lost a ton of ice with the warmer weather that we've seen. Speaking of warmer weather, though, last year comes in 4th for warmest years on record in Portland. Top 5, all of them have been since the year 2000. The top 10 all have been since the year 1990. And 4 of the top 5 here have been since 2010. We talk a lot about how things are getting warmer across Maine, and that is most evident in our winters. It's also most evident in the Gulf of Maine. Climate change is happening right now, right in front of our own eyes. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s still to start off January. Pretty impressive to see water this warm in the Gulf of Maine, and given the forecast, especially with more days with wind out of the south helping to bring some warmer water north, I don't know that we're going to really see temperatures drop significantly until we can get some real cold in, and even that looks to be transient over the next couple of weeks. Current satellite radar does show we've got some snow showers passing through right now. Not as widespread as I anticipated, to be honest. I expected to see these a little more uniform, but we do have a couple of heavier bursts of snow out there to focus in on. One is what's going on in eastern Maine right now, stretching from Aroostook County down into Washington and Hancock counties. But this right here, this burst of snow, is arguably the most impactful. Some pretty heavy snow rates ongoing here, stretching along 202 from Augusta down to Lewiston and all the way to Windham. We've got some issues along 302 here too, from Fryeburg, Brownfield to Bridgeton, Naples, Casco, south toward Portland, and I do expect this to hold together right as it makes its way to the coastline. Something else that's interesting to keep on your radar, no pun intended here, is yesterday we talked about tornadoes in this area. Today we're talking about snow on the backside of this system, and this is all going to form a perfect situation for some heavy snow in the mid-Atlantic later on. Washington, D.C. slated to get their first significant snow before a lot of Maine does. Hour-by-hour forecast for the remainder of the night shows temperatures dropping back quickly. Flash freeze possible. Anything that's wet will likely freeze by tomorrow morning. I certainly expect a lot of black ice to be out there, but we dry out pretty quickly, so we don't pick up a lot more snow. By 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, temperatures only in the teens and single digits, and we don't warm up much at all tomorrow. There is a coastal storm that's going to stay south and bring some clouds to southern Maine, but we don't really see any impacts from this otherwise. Much colder overnight Monday into Tuesday, likely one of the coldest that we see, one of the coldest mornings that we have seen so far this season. Here's what I think we'll pick up for additional snowfall through tonight. And then as we get into the middle of the week, we bring back the threat for some rain, followed up by the potential for snow. Small crafts in effect until 7 a.m. Tuesday. Seas 3 to 5 feet. North wind tomorrow 15 to 20 knots, gusting to 30 knots. Here's your 7-day forecast inland. Mostly cloudy with some snow Wednesday. Mixed snow showers Thursday. And then we watch that storm potential Friday. Similar idea at the coastline, although I do think it's going to be more rain. And David, should we end up with a snowstorm on Friday, this could actually be the most widespread and significant snow that we've seen so far this season, but there's still a chance that this storm misses us entirely, so plenty of time to figure that one out.
And a good reminder to tune into our forecast throughout the week. Keep updated on that. Thank you so much, Mike.